Welcome to THP Top Shelf Hockey Introductory. Today we'll be speaking about some of the basics of the game, some navigation, as well as just some of the key features that'll just make it a lot easier for you to play. Now, first we'll start off with navigation. For you to get back to the main page that we're on right now, all you have to do is click up here at the THP Top Shelf Hockey logo, and you just click on it and it'll automatically bring you right back. Now, sometimes you're not going to want to automatically come back. Say you're in your playing with your player and looking at everything, and you have another player you want to look at. You can just come to this navigational bar, hit players, as well as you can also click on home to go right back to home as well. Now, that's basically a very easy way for navigation. Playing around is probably the easiest way to look around, but that'll always make it so you can always come back to this page. Some of the stuff that you're going to hear in forums and things like that talked about are THP tokens. What THP tokens are, it's for people to create teams as well as create players. Now, there's also a few other uses for them as well. You can create some equipment with them, as well as teams have different workout benches and things like that they can purchase THP tokens as well. Those can be donated to you. They can also be donated to the team. There's other ways to get it for free as well, is through the My Account referrals here. If you refer somebody to the website, have them sign up under this website address, and you will automatically be credited with an extra 100 THP tokens. Now, on top of that, if they become a Hall of Famer, which we'll talk about soon, you'll also receive additional THP tokens. Now, a couple different things to look at is the store, where if you can't refer anybody and the team doesn't have enough because they're trying to build up their stadium and everything like that. There's also in here where you can also purchase THP tokens is the store. So the store is just right here in this tab, and you can purchase them. Now while we're in here, we also have the Hall of Famer packages. You can purchase this with THP tokens as well with money. We do take PayPal, as well as if you do get a Hall of Famer package, you get tokens with that as well to help you create your team, your players, things like that. Now, something else you're going to hear people talking about is Gusto. What Gusto is, it is actually a form of energy that your player uses. Now, you use it when you play one-on-one challenges as well as play in a game. A couple different ways you can refill it. One is you can use THP tokens, as well as you can actually just log on every day. So when you log on every day, you can actually gain 10 free Gusto points. Now, another thing about that is if you don't log in, you can actually lose 10. However, there's also training, and you can refill it there too. Now, another part that you're going to hear us talk about is attributes. So your player attribute points, or your goalie attribute points. It's basically how your player will do in the game. There's speed, agility, slap shot, wrist shot. For goalies, butterfly, stand up, glove, blocker, all of those. So you can definitely try to keep it as balanced as possible with what your build type was when you started your player. As well as over here, you're going to see your attribute share option is right now visible to everybody. You're going to want to make it so that your team can see for most of it, as well as when you're, so other players don't just kind of look at you to see how to beat you. Your way of play, you have clean or dirty. So are you going to be a very hard aggressive player and pretty cheap, or are you going to be very clean, not take many penalties, but not be as aggressive? Now at the bottom here is also your career stats, regular stats. You can check it out, and it just keeps a total of how everything's going for you. It'll keep it per season. Now if we look at the top, you're going to have THP World Records. This is something for everybody to always strive for. You'll have most goals by players Also, there's going to be your assists, passes, percents. There's also team world records. So most goals, most losses, most ties, most shutouts in a row. And this will be filled in as user players grow in each league. Now, you'll also be able to receive trophies. So your champion, division, most goals, assists, hits, points, and the top goalie for every single season that is played. Now, other than that, those are the basics of the game. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send email to support. You can just click on your inbox, go to send PM to support, put what or your question or anything in the subject, and you can explain it more in the message if you have to, and then just send it. Now, other than that though, thank you so much for joining THP Top Shelf Hockey, and I hope you enjoy.